My love, today is the day, publication day. The day this book, I have poured my heart, my science nerdy brain, my story, and my whole self into is officially out in the world. And I need you with me. Not later, not someday, but today. Here's how it really works. What happens this week matters. Whether a book gets printed in large numbers or not depends on pre-orders. Publishers look at those first week numbers to decide if this book matters enough to keep printing, and that decision ripples out. It impacts whether your local family-owned independent bookstore can keep it in stock, whether your library carries it, whether it's on the shelf when someone who desperately needs these words goes looking. And I want to be clear, my love. Listen, I am not pushing for pre-orders because it makes me any money. Let me tell you the truth, writing a book these days is actually a profound money-losing proposition. That's just the reality of publishing. You do it because the subject matter matters. So no, this isn't about putting dollars in my pockets. What your pre-order does is help get these life-changing words into more hands. It makes sure that someone out there who feels broken and unseen, the way I once did, can walk into a bookstore or a public library and find this book waiting there for them. That's what matters. Because cruelty is the norm right now. You know it, I know it. We're steeped in anti-love, anti-care messages all day long. Grind harder, toughen up, prove yourself endlessly, don't need anyone, don't take care of your neighbor, don't trust science, don't trust yourself, don't feel too much. That's the soup we're swimming in. And what this book says, what you and I are saying together is enough. Basta. We want warmth, we want connection, we want love and care, we want science that makes us more human, not less. And all of this is why I had to write this book. Because when I was trying to get help for my own codependent, perfectionist, and people-pleasing habits, those words and all the stigma attached did not land for me. They felt pathologizing, shaming, blaming like I was broken and defective. They didn't name the truth of what I was living, and especially not the socio-political realities of my life. And if you've ever felt like that too, like you're trying to get support, but the labels just don't fit, you know in your heart how isolating that can be. So I created a new language. I coined emotional outsourcing because that's exactly what it is. It's when we make our safety, belonging, and worth dependent on everyone and everything outside of us instead of being able to source it from within at a great cost to self. And the thing is, when you hear it that way, it makes sense. I can't tell you how many of you have written to me to say this reframe was life-changing because for the first time you felt seen and heard and understood instead of blamed and shamed. And that's the power of naming. And that's why this book matters. Because this isn't just another self-help book telling you to pull up your bootstraps and stop being codependent, get your act together, just set boundaries. No, this is deep and accessible nervous system science, psychology, and somatic body-based practices braided together with feminism and compassion and care. It's my story and yours, reflected back with tenderness. It's a book that says, of course you learned to people please. Of course you bent yourself into knots to keep the peace. Of course you felt you had to earn love, to tap dance for your lovability. And here's how to stop outsourcing your life and come home to yourself. And this is where you come in. I need you to help this book hit all the charts, not for bragging rights, come on, but to send a potent message about what we actually need. We need more love, more science, more tenderoni, more interdependence and care and kindness. Your pre-order is how we send that message together. And if it matters to you, and I know it does, that this voice is a queer Latina immigrant femme voice, that I am standing here married to my very handsome butch lesbian therapist and former librarian wife, then this is how you show it. Pre-ordering says voices like this matter. Representation matters, even now, especially now. That when we buy this book, we are not only buying the science and the practices and the love inside it, we're buying a future where these stories get told again and again, because we've told them these stories matter. So today, my beauty, is the day. Go to beatricealbina.com/book, pre-order your copy from the retailer of your choice. Scroll down for lots of links. Get one for your best friend, your sister, your therapist, your book club, your kid's teacher. Because every single pre-order is part of a chorus that says, give us more love, give us more care, give us more science and evidence-based psychology, give us more of this new way of thinking about ourselves. One that spurns us on to kindness and doesn't shame us or blame us for having codependent, perfectionist, or people-pleasing habits, but rather sees us and honors these survival skills as just that, brilliant skills. I wrote this book because I couldn't find what I needed when I was in the trenches, and now it exists. But it will only live, it will only spread if you help me carry it. Together, we get to show the world that cruelty doesn't get the final say. Love does, care does, nervous system truth does, and we do that by pre-ordering today. And when you do, you'll be sending that potent message, and you can claim some amazing gifts, like a 6-week live course with me for an order of 10 plus books. Plus, you'll be entered into raffles for coaching with me, which I don't do one-on-one coaching, breathwork meditation sessions, and even a spot in my 6-month course Anchored starting in November. Wow, right? So join me, my darling. Let's make sure this book finds its magical, special place in this world. Let's make sure our collective voice is heard, and let's do it today. Thank you so much, my darling. Ciao, ciao.